everybody, Diane here at Yewtree.yarncraft. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, you're very welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. You join me on a lovely, what would you say, grey sunny day in May. It's Sunday today. I am a little bit late with this one, I think, about not much, it's just over 2 weeks since the last one, so yeah, we'll get into it, shall we? Hope you're all okay. Hope you've had a lovely crafty 2 weeks and a bit since I last saw you. Hope you're all finding joy in what you're doing. And on that note, where can you find me? I'm Yewtree.yarncraft on Instagram. I am Dididi01 on Ravelry. I haven't put any of my projects on there yet. I do apologise for that, but it's just time constraints as usual. It is what it is. I've also got an email address, which is Yewtree.yarncraft@gmail.com. You can drop me a message, send me your photos, send me your projects, what you're doing, what you're making. I love to see what you're all up to, so hit me up. Is that what the kids say? I also have a little Etsy shop where I sell my bags, project bags, pouches, scissor cases, and a few other bits and bobs will be coming into there in the near future. I just want to get straight into my finished object. Ta-da! The long haul socks are finally off the needles. I think if Richard, do you remember in the old days in Henry VIII and all the rest, they all had these names that kind of defined who they were from things they did or the way they behaved. I think if Richard was back in the 1600s, he'd be known as Richard Longsock. Okay, so this is the longest sock in the world, I think, but they've come out really well. This was Dina's Home Crafts yarn, and the colourway was the Fallen. And I know it off by heart because they've been on that many podcasts and they've been on the needles for that long that, you know, I can just remember the wool. So, but they'd be good as a slouchy sock as well, wouldn't they? Look at that, you could turn the top down. Let's have a look. I'm just playing now. Entertain yourselves. Would you like some music? There you go, look. I'd love that as a slouchy sock, actually. I might have to make myself some of those. Just a little bit longer. I usually go for short socks, so. And we have two, hence the amount of time that it's taken. I think they look lovely. You can have them now. He's been bugging me for a week for these, and not till I've shown them on the podcast. You can have them then. So yeah, we'll take those off those. I haven't washed or blocked them yet. But it's Superwash Merino 4-ply 75/25 Superwash Merino and nylon. Yeah, they're off the needles. We need a little fanfare now, don't we, for these, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that's those. I'm so happy with them. It's lovely to get them off the needles. And then straight away, because we went to Wool at J13 last weekend, and I bought some yarn to do him some more socks, and he was like, "You're casting that on when you get home. Oh, give me a chance, I need a pair. I need some." I haven't done myself a pair of socks for quite a long time. I keep threatening to, but then they end up being gifted to somebody else because of sort of, that's the way I'm. My coffee today, sorry for slurping. Okay, so that's my only finished object this week. I do have a AFA, almost finished object, but I've fallen out of love with it a little bit because if you remember, don't know if you do remember, when I started this is the Koru pullover by bear with, she needs to check her pattern. Okay, by Anna Johanna. And if you remember, I've been loving this for such a long time, threatening to cast it on. Anyway, we finally got it cast on, and we've almost got it cast off, and it's too small. I did predict that it may be, because I've done it in a DK yarn. I thought I'd normally do a small or a medium, depending on the fit that I wanted. Now this is a slouchy pullover, like a boxy, but it's so beautiful. I love it. I've done shorter arms because I'm always pushing sleeves up anyway, so I've done shorter arms. Looks like a kid's arm, doesn't it? But they do come down to just below elbow, so that's the front. I've literally just got the ribbon and the ribbon around the top to finish, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it or frog it. I mean, it's such a lot of work. It's no good if it doesn't fit, does it? Unless I can find somebody to gift it to, which may happen. We will see. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you do? Would you frog and redo, or would you gift? I'll probably end up gifting, but yeah, I've got to finish it anyway. So, and this is all the yarn I've got left. So I had 2 100-gram skeins of, bear with, For the Love of Yarn, and the colour was Ice. 75/25 merino and nylon, I believe. Different label. Sorry, no, I had 3. Did I have 3 skeins? No, that's a different label. We had this chat last time, didn't we? Because I've got 3 labels in. One's from something else. Yes, so anyway, the body was 1 skein, and the arms, I split the 1 into 2 and did 50 grams. Well, it's just less than 50 grams on each arm, because I've got a little bit left from each one. So if I'm going to finish it, I think I'll need to get another skein anyway. But I love it. I just love it. It's quite tight, kind of here in the armpit. I mean, I suppose I could just redo the arms, put more stitches on the arms, so it is a little bit less. Yeah, because that's where it's tight, it's the arms. But you know what, I don't swatch. I haven't got the patience for swatching, and I know that's naughty. I've never done a swatch in my life. But yeah, that's the Koru. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you do? So that is that. In the naughty corner for the foreseeable future, till I decide what I'm doing with it. And it's still living in my sheep's bag, one of mine that I made, my very, very early ones. We'll put that pattern away. I would make this again, definitely. I would definitely make this again. It's such a fun pattern. The trouble is, I'm a process knitter, I think, and I think I've said this before. Once I've got off the patterny bits, I lose interest a little bit. But anyway, naughty corner it is. Oh dear, what are we like? I'm sure I'm not alone in doing that. I've watched so many podcasters in the past and they've done exactly the same thing and got to the end and it doesn't fit and you're like, I'm so unhappy. Right, so we will go. I had a request from a lady who watched one of my earlier podcasts and said she'd saw this blanket on the back and wanted to know a little bit more about it. Now, I'm going to do this as a blast from the past because I made this during lockdown and it's a crochet pattern. No, well, it isn't a pattern, it's a made up crochet pattern because I just found a couple of stitches that I really like the look of, bought some yarn and just cast on, I think it was 280 stitches this way, so across the width. So hang on, it's just a little bit bigger than my wingspan, to be fair, than my arms. It's bobbled to hell, it's loved to death. The kids have it when they come on the sofa. It's seen all kinds of drinks and spills, and I can just bung it in the washing machine because it's 100% acrylic. And I can't remember the colourway, but it's a John C. Brett DK weight, 100% acrylic. And I used, that's alpine stitch, where are we? I used the alpine stitch and then I just went in between it with just double crochets. But on the alpine stitch you do a row of single crochets before you go into the actual stitch itself, and it's kind of a back post crochet pattern. It's beautiful. I can't remember the tutorial that I used on, but I had a look at a tutorial on YouTube. If you just type in alpine stitch, there's several that come up, and there's a couple of different ways of doing it, because there's one where the first stitch at the beginning you do a single crochet and then go through it and do another single crochet to get you up to the double for the height, and then there's another one where you just do a double crochet. So, but go and have a look if you love it, if you're interested, it's a beautiful blanket. Just make it up as you go along. That's what I did. Just a few rows of double crochet, alpine stitch, because I was finding if you want a really, really thick fabric, just do alpine stitch all the way, because it's very, very thick, but it is a yarn eater. But the back looks lovely as well, look. So, but I did big chunks of alpine with little a row in between, and then I did bigger, like 3 rows there, and then I think I did a 2 again, and then a 5. Just make it up as you go along. It's lovely. But that was for the lady who left the comment on that video that was earlier. Sorry for the tangent, guys. We'll get back onto the knitting now. Yeah, if you love it, do it. Right, whips. We will go to Stephen West. So Stephen West, I'm loving, absolutely loving. I'm still on the first colour, because it's, I think, a 45 row ish repeat of the same pattern in the same colour. But I think, I know I was there last time you saw this. I was there, and I remember I actually did say I hadn't done anything on it at all. Okay, so now we have this much. Let's take the needles out. So pulling it around. There we go. And it's just a simple knits and pearls pattern with this ribbon kind of thing up the side. And it's more or less this, I believe, most of the pattern, and then you attach the edging along the edging when you're finished. So you just crochet, you knit you knit on the, what's it called, the edging, the doobie-doo, doobie-doo, that bit. Let me do that bit there. You knit that on at the end, so it's, you knit it that way, increasing and then decreasing, and then you add the edging, and it's beautiful. I love it. It's called, let me just, it's called the Smocket. I think I've been saying schmock. It is the Smocket by Stephen West. And I've never done a Stephen West pattern before, because I find his patterns to be really intense. Is that the right word? And he uses all these strange colours. You can use whatever colours you want, can't you? So this colourway is 100% merino nylon sock yarn. Sorry, 100 grams merino and nylon sock yarn. It doesn't say the mix. I'm assuming it's 75-25. And the colourway is, hey, there we go. And that's the cake. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and it's got all these other little colours in there as well that are bouncing around. So, and I've got two more colours. I've got this one is Jack Field by Lay Family Yarns. Love her yarn, it's gorgeous, and that's kind of a semi-solid. Now this one may change. This is again Lay Family Yarns. All of these are 75-25 superwash merinos, by the way, and this is called Tiger's Eye. Now this may change at some point because they all are a little bit samey, so I may swap this out for a kind of a brown variegated or semi-solid, something like that. Don't know. I might even dye one up for myself. Who knows? Watch this space. But yeah, I'm loving that. That is, it's a lovely knit for in front of the TV. You've still got to follow your, it's I think it's a 4-row repeat. Is it 4-row repeat? No, sorry. Oh no, it is. You repeat those last 4 rows for another 45 rounds, and then you go into another part of the pattern. So I'm doing that. That is absolutely, and that is living in my yarn dale bag with my little badges, my little stitch markers. Yeah, that's another one. Absolutely in love with. I don't think I'm going to show this one. I haven't done anything on this one. This was the moon of my life. I haven't touched it since last time we spoke. I was trying to get them socks off the needles, so you know, but yeah, I'm still loving that one. I'm actually, I think I'm saving it to be honest, I think I'm just saving it because I'm loving it so much. I really want to make this bit last as long as possible because I love the colour work, I love the patterns, it's gorgeous. But yeah, there's no point in getting that out and talking about that this time because I haven't really touched it. The next one, now this is a sock for me, yay! Excuse me, I'll just have a coffee gone cold. Not good. Not good. Okay, so this is a paid for pattern from Roro and Cade's, who is Kelly Menzies. She is a pattern writer on YouTube. She's got a YouTube channel. She's got an Etsy shop and an Instagram account as Roro and Cade's, I believe, for all of it. But that's the dispersion sock. I think it was a $4.99 pattern on Ravelry, and I haven't done ever. I've only done vanilla socks in the past, so this is a newbie for me. I did start it in some different yarn. I've cast it on at the cast on party at Karma's a Stitch when Tanya hosted the cast on party a few weeks ago, and I didn't like the way it was coming up. Plus, when I got to the pattern, I was missing 4 stitches somehow. I don't know how I did it. Anyway, I frogged that back. I'd only done the cuff and just started the pattern, so I've started it again. And literally I've cast this on yesterday and I haven't done very much at all, but you can just see where it's just coming in, where the pattern is just coming in there. Let's move that out of the way. If I've got it right. My stitch count seems okay so far, so far so good. But again, it's this colour work and I'm loving it. And there's parts you got to pull your floats, you got to carry your floats, so it's going to be a thick sock, isn't it? But yeah, I think this might be my new love. I'm going to do these one at a time, because if I think if I usually cast on the first sock, get past the ribbing, and then I'll do down to where the heel starts, and then I'll cast on the second one, and then I do them consecutively like that. I think because this is a pattern, I'm going to get lost with it, so I'm going to do one at a time, and this will be a first for me. Well, I want to knit the second one, we'll see. But I'm loving it at the minute, and I think those colours go really nice together. This is Ducky Darling's Buttermilk, and this is the one, is the leftover yarn from my Zweig. Let's just make sure the label is in there. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Buttermilk, yeah. Just so we're clear. 75/25 merino and nylon. It's perfect for the sock. Don't know if I'll be playing yarn chicken or not, because there seems to be a lot of wool in the sock. It does tell me at the beginning, but do you know what I'm like? And I've got some other random colours that I can just pop in if I need to. And this one is, don't have the ball band for this one because I've had this one quite a long time, but it was a My Yarny Corner, and I believe the colour was denim. And this is done really well. I've done 2 pairs of shorties off this. 2 pairs. And I've still got all of this left. So I don't know how I did that. Can't remember if I put cuffs and heels or heels and toes in a different colour. Who knows? But yeah, that is my yarny corner. Alex and Danny, she has a podcast as well, but you already know that because I think a lot of you came over from Alex. But yeah, so I'm absolutely loving that at the minute. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking for a lovely colourwork sock, and it's going to be a winter sock, isn't it? Because it's going to be quite a thick sock. So, but you know, again, I'm in no hurry. That's living in my beautiful sister bag. I believe you can get these in this country now. There's a sisters who make bags and they're from New York, but I believe you can get them in this country if you search and his sister is spelt with a Y. It'd help if I held it up the right way, wouldn't it? Beautiful sister. But yeah, I love this bag. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. What else have we got? Now, we have a little quandary. We don't actually. I've already made my mind up, so I'm just informing you guys. So if you remember, if you've been here before, oh, come out of there. No, pull my yarn. If you remember, I was doing the linen top, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I've had it in my queue for quite a long time. Let's just take it out of the folder because it's catching a lot. It's the linen top, and I love all that lace. And I think last time I couldn't find the pattern to show you. Samantha Stadter is the designer. When I got it, it was a free pattern on Ravelry. I think I've still got it on. Well, it'll still be on my Ravelry if you want to have a look on mine for it. But I'm not doing it in linen. I'm doing it in superwash merino. Now I started it in Life Family Yarns, and this is hot chocolate. Okay, I've got that label up the right way. That's hot chocolate. So I've started in that colour, but I've since downloaded a pattern, and I think I showed this on the last video as well. This is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. I believe it was £6 or £7, I think. And it's the Rosa jumper. By where's your name? Anna Devote. It's very strange. It doesn't actually. Anna Devote. D-E-R-V-O-U-T. Devote. Or Vote. Excuse me if I'm butchering that, but yeah, that's the pattern. Now I love a v-neck jumper. I absolutely love a v-neck jumper. I really don't like things too high up, so I don't wear kind of turtlenecks and stuff like that. Anyway, I digress. So I showed that on the last podcast, that I was going to cast that on. Didn't cast on yet because because I am going to change tack. So this now is being frogged, okay, and this wool is going to become this, which I think it'll look beautiful in that yarn. Okay, so that is that one. And I have, when I went to see Kelly at Lay Family Yarns in Telford, I picked up this Battleship 75/25 superwash merino and nylon, and this is now going to become this, which I think is going to be beautiful. And I have 2 skeins of that, so that's plenty to do that one. So that one is going to be cast on. Now I don't know if I'm going to cast that on in the next couple of weeks, or whether I might wait and cast it on at the cast on party, but I did cast this one on at the cast on party, so maybe I should cast this one on and get so far with this and then save this one for the cast on party. Either way, there's a little bit of frogging to do there, so we'll be doing some frogging. Let's just get that out of the way because I've got things everywhere. Now you should see the mess. You should see the mess I've made, honestly. Richard's got to do my excuse me, I'm talking to you that way. Richard's gone to do my shopping while I do the podcast. Isn't he lovely? Isn't he lovely? He's so supportive, such a darling. Right, so that is all of my whips in progress. I think that I can show that I've made any progress on. Anything else that you haven't seen hasn't had any love in the last fortnight, bless. My Battenberg blanket, I need to order some more of the cream Sheppies. I haven't got round to doing that yet, but I did spend too much last month, so next month, we'll do it next month. But yeah, I need to get some cream because I've started putting that together, crocheting that together in lengths. I think I showed it last time. I think it just looks a little bit tidier. My brain doesn't work with random. It doesn't do random. I can't just place things randomly. I remember when we first moved into this house, we were doing we were putting down an oak floor downstairs through the lounge and through the hall, and both myself and Richard are the same in that we can't do random. So we tried to do it in kind of a formation, and it looked ridiculous. We couldn't do it, and we just said to each other, okay. He tried several times, couldn't do it, couldn't do the random. So I says, I can do random, easy, I can do random. So I had to go and I placed them all out, and then he looked and he says, do I just stand on the stairs there and have a look what you've done? And it was exactly the same as what he'd done, exactly the same. So we're both as bad as each other. We can't do random. So I don't think you'll be getting any random blankets in the near future. Okay, so last week we went to J13, wool at J13, and we had a little wander around there. Very reasonable to get in. I think it was £7 each, which was really good price for a wool show. I think it was only a small wool show, but considering we'd paid like £15 each to get into the national wool show a few weeks ago, and that was diabolical. It was dire, to be fair. Maybe next year it'll be better, but this year was terrible. This one at J13, wool at J13, was absolutely wonderful, brilliant. I have got some video that I've took of the show and people and things, and you know, just a random bullet J13. I haven't got round to editing that. You know me and editing, we're not best bedfellows, are we? So yeah, that will be probably uploaded by next weekend, give or take a couple of days. But I've got a wedding this afternoon, well, this evening, just a reception for one of my friends, so it won't be getting done. If I get this one up today, it'll be an achievement. Okay, so at J13, I haven't even shared these on Instagram yet. So this was the bag that I bought there, all at J13, and this was the #1 show 2017 bag that they were selling there. I didn't see any 2022 ones. Whether there were some and I missed them, I don't know. But this was, because it was a #1 show, I expect that's why they did these bags. But I can use it now I've shown it. So while I was there, I visited a couple of, well, several stalls. And this is the programme. And there you'd got all the tutorials and everything. And it was really good. For such a small show, it was really, really well thought out. Little Lycac was there. Amanda from Little Lycac. Hi Amanda, if you watch, or if you're watching. Yeah, we had a good chat. She was talking about her projects and a blanket, and we're both doing a Battenberg blanket. She's doing random, which is brilliant. If you can do random, that's what I said to her, you know, if you can do random, I'll take my hat off to you. So while I was there, I visited a few stores, as I said, and I bought, where's the card for this one? I really liked this pattern, and it is such a simple pattern, but this lady was selling the kit for. And this is Knit One Kits, she's called. She has got she is on Instagram. I'll pop the links down below to everything that I talk about. But that's a Gmail address and all the details there. Knit and Crochet Kits, Instagram Knit One Kits, Facebook Knit One Kits, and she's got a website as well. So yeah, but that's the pattern, and it's just a simple scarf, but doesn't that look lovely with the colours that I've got? Was in a pack of 3, so they are so soft. Merino Fine Superwash, and there isn't a colourway. It's just some numbers, just some random numbers. Don't know what they mean, to be fair, not gonna lie. But anyway, those are the colours. Let's get them all up the same way up so that you can see. And I believe it's a lace weight, or it could it be fingering? It doesn't even say. It just said Lang Yarns Merino Fine Superwash. What's it say on the pattern? Glory Baby yarn. Lang Mill. Glory Baby. Anyway, it's so soft, but it is quite. I don't think it's a 4-ply, but I don't think it's quite a lace either. I don't know. If you know, let me know. If you know what it is. But it's so soft. But that's going to be beautiful. So yeah. Watch this space for those as well. Oh, I'm giving myself so much work. But I like a lacy scarf. I don't like a lacy. Got one that I'm going to be doing that I've bought the beads for. I think I have shown it in the past and said that this is, I'm going to cast this on, but it will be cast on at some point. But that one's got beads. I bought the beads a couple of weeks ago for that one. Excuse the rustling, let me just, sorry. No, it's always louder on the podcast, isn't it? So my next visit was to Woolly Mamas. Woolly Mamas was there as well. Just a lovely lady there, and I bought a pin badge from her which says I knit past bedtime. Isn't that cute? I love my pin badges. So gorgeous. We had a good chat. Yeah, it was and she does yarns, stitch markers, pin badges. A lot. Her yarns are really colourful. A little bit too colourful for me, but gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And this is, I also visited my lovely friend Angela and Andy at Attic Spin Dye. Hi guys, I know you do watch, so it was lovely to meet you again properly. Had a good chat with them, and it was Angela's birthday as well, so happy belated birthday. I know I did say it on the day, but I hope you had a lovely day. So that's Attic Spin Dye. And guess what I got from them? What does Richard love? Black socks. Black socks, and they thought that was really funny, to be fair. We all do. So there's their little logo and details there. Attic Spin Dye, they do some beautiful yarns, and I believe that Andy's the dyer behind and Angela is the front facing. You know what they say, behind every good man. So that's what I got, and this is called Raven. Isn't that colour beautiful? I don't know if it's going to come up on here because the light isn't very good. Maybe it'll be a bit better. But it's kind of blues, blacks. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This would make a beautiful top, actually. I may be back for some more of this, Ange. But yeah, I got 2 of those for his long socks. But yeah, and then you also get you get a little goodie pack every time. They're so lovely. And I got a little mini with a little stitch marker. And some of their colours now are beautiful. They used to be quite bright and vibrant, but now they've started to get more. Well, they have got a lot more choices, a lot more colourways. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And you get a little pouch and turmeric tea. Beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. I love the little gift packs that come with your purchases. They're gorgeous. It doesn't matter whether you spend £8 or £80, you know, you'll still get your little, and I love that. It's just such a lovely fun thing to do, isn't it? Just to give something. And that's the label. Raven. Superwash merino and nylon, 75, 20, 25, and that's 50 gram. And I bought 2 of those for his socks. And that's it. I was quite good, wasn't I? Quite good. Really good. Stop rustling. Okay, so that's that. And like I say, there will be a video uploaded at some point. showing J13, wool at J13. It was a lovely little show. They'd got vendors galore, lots and lots of wool, a couple of other different crafts as well. They'd got weaving. There was a lady there selling fleece. There was a lady there with yarn bowls, just trying to think, and she was doing, you know, the little porcelain stitch needle holders for your craft, for your needle point, all of those. So there was some good variety. It was really good. Lots of food vendors as well. I highly recommend the show for next year, to be honest. Not too crowded either, you know. There were crowds, but you could park. There was a great big massive field next to it because it was on a farm in Penkridge. So yeah, and yeah, like I say, I met Amanda from Little Lycac. We have spoken in Zooms before and on Instagram and whatnot, but isn't it lovely to meet people in the flesh? It's fantastic. I love it. So all good there. And that's, I think, already talked about what our plans are. I need to start Sammy's quilt as well. I have got the iron-on thing for the stove, you know, that. I just need to start cutting out the t-shirts and then getting them ironed on, start getting on placements. So we may see a little bit of progress on that, we may not. Work and life gets in the way, doesn't it? But yeah, we may get to that for the next time. So if you've only come for the knitting, thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to do a little update on my shop, and if you go in now, I'll see you on the next one. So I've got some new bags going into the shop, and some new ones that are already in the shop. I'll talk about this one first, because my friend who's getting married today, she asked me to do her a bag for the beach. She goes on honeymoon tomorrow, lucky girl. We're just going to the reception tonight, so she said just one of your bags but with handles on the top. So this is what we've got. So it's got and I'm going to take this tonight for her when we go. But all she wants to shove a beach towel in it. There's no pocket or anything, but it's got this carry handle. Just little carry handle, and it's just to put a sun lotion and a towel and a drink, maybe some coins for the shop. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really pleased with that. It's come out really well with the handles on the top rather than on the side, just the. So I might think about putting some of those in the shop at some point. We'll see. It wasn't any more work to do than my other one. Well, slightly more because the handle's different obviously, but you know what, we can always buy a handle, can't we, to put on there. So that's my lovely friend's bag to go later. This one and this one are already up in the shop. And people keep asking me how big these are. Now you can fit a sweater project in this really well with some room to spare because they're massive. They are huge. Let me demonstrate. Oh, let's use this one. So this is my sweater project. So we can fit a sweater in there. Easy peasy, and there's loads of room still in there, look. So we'll put in there. What else can we put in there? Need to put the pattern in there. You can put your needles in there. Oh, there's little pockets on the front there, so there's 2 pockets on the front. So you could put your needles in there should you choose, or put some more yarns in there, or even it's big enough actually to fit your pattern. So that's an A4 sheet, so you could actually fit your pattern in there. So yeah, and all of the bags, apart from unless it says on the shop that they're smaller, they're all that size. So I've got that one and that one. Those have gone in the shop this week. And then I've got this one, which will be going up this afternoon. Again, that's a massive, it's the same size as the one, so you can fit your sweater project in there. Not a giant blanket, but you'd get a giant blanket. You'd get a blanket in there. Yeah. So we've got that one. That's going in the shop hopefully this afternoon, if I can get round to it, if I don't run out of daytime before I have to get ready for this reception, wedding reception. And then we have this one. Isn't that cute? And that was, I've done a DPN with that. I haven't done any DPNs for the others, so obviously the price will be different for the other ones that have got no DPN with them. This has got pockets on the front as well. And that's huge. That's even longer, well, deeper than this one, to be honest. I don't know why it ended up a bit deeper, but it did. About an inch deeper. So that is probably a good size blanket size. Yes, so that's that one. There will be more coming in the future. I've got loads of fabric that I bought a few weeks ago that still, I'm kind of working my way through it. But I think that's all the styles for the time. And that's, as they say, is that. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're all doing well wherever you are in the world, and life's treating you well, and you're enjoying all the projects and everything that you're doing. And I'll see you on the next one.